Right, welcome one and all. I am Smelly McTroll, and we are about to take a trip through a game you might not have seen before. So, this is a DOS exclusive TMNT game. It's an action platformer. And I saw a little bit of talk about the controls in the chat. The controls are a little bit interesting. So we'll get to that in just a second, but I'll give a little countdown so the timer can start here. So we'll go 3, 2, 1, let's go. Alright, so this game is a little bit different for a Turtles game. So the structure is actually way different. So we can free select on Turtles, so I'll start with Raphael. The front runners in this game are Raphael and Donatello, as Turtles have stats, and they start out with the highest strength, so they can kill bosses a little bit faster. Also, jumping is faster than walking, so you'll see a lot of that. And I'm just going to jump through all these guys, and hopefully not get hit one more time. Shouldn't be a problem here. Oh, okay. So that's a thing that happens. That's fine. We'll just switch to Donnie. And then jump, jump, jump. And then we'll gently just tap this guy. So, first of all, I'll walk up on him so he can't hit me, but I can hit him. And then I'll talk about the stats for a little bit. So you'll see the speed, that governs the attack, and the attack speed. So once it gets to red, the attacks will be spaced out quite a bit further. And then energy just equates to life. So we have three iterations of all these missions we're going to go on. So the first round's not too hard, and then it gets slightly more difficult after that. And there's a little glitch I'm going to do here, and I'll use Mikey as my sacrificial lamb. So we're going to jump up on this ladder, hold down for a little bit, and for whatever reason, that keeps the ladder in memory, so you can just climb up through screens like that. It's not super useful overall. It does cause a couple wacky things to happen. But on some screens like that, it's very useful. Like, those enemies are... they're crazy. Also, shurikens. I'm gonna go out of my way to collect shurikens, because you can just melt bosses with them. Just like that. Zero conflict. Now I'm just gonna hop into the main method of healing here. So you did see me pick up a pizza, but the main method of healing is coming back to the lair, which is kind of the hub of the game, and just resting. 4 hours will rest your turtles up to full. Also, yeah, so Manhattan will be taken over by Shredder in 48 hours, and that's one of the unique things about this game. Oh, go down the ladder. Go down. Okay. So you actually have to hold enter and then press up or down, and you have like a couple pixels, like left or right of the ladder, to actually climb it up or down. Right, can I get this jump? Oh, okay. Second best jump there. Right, jump off the ladder. This guy is gonna annihilate me. Whew. I am actually really scared of that guy, and I might not make this. Okay, I made it. Oop. All right. And I'm just gonna turn around and melt this guy. Yeah, the guy that's setting the fire is running around with a giant gas can. That's how you know. They always let you know that way. Alright, gonna heal up a little bit here. Shouldn't have to do too much. Yeah, there's a little bit of loading. Okay, this is the walking stage. So jumping here is actually very dangerous. These guys have like giant machetes they will smack you with. It's also really hard to know where to go on the stage if you're playing this casually. you have to be on the lookout for those doors in the background. Oops. Didn't get the ladder jump. Oh, wow. Okay. So now you know what happens if you jump and hit the wall. Oh, goodbye, Raph. Yeah, so if you jump into a wall, a turtle will just jump back the other direction. And then we'll go here and fight a familiar face. So just like most of the other bosses in the game, kind of just back him into the corner, and you get into a spot where you can hit him, but he can't hit you. So Donatello can space him just like this. So we're just gonna kneecap him here. It looks like his speed's running out. Yeah, pretty good fight. So I think I'm gonna bring Raph back from the dead. That ought to be fine. And then we're gonna jump right into Extortion 1. So this is the first stage where you really have to like run around and do stuff. Not too much though. So first I'm just gonna hop over here to the right. Pick up this rope. And yeah, hopefully not get eaten alive by mousers here. Gonna go right through. Oh, okay. Right through here. Oh, climb the ladder, please. Gonna walk right out and hit space. I think that's actually a little too far. I'm always afraid of taking one step too far there and then going down to the mouser pit. Ooh, I actually got out of there with no damage. Yeah, so we're gonna hop all the way to the end here. We're gonna put that on. And now the water has stopped on the previous screen. Jump over this guy. Okay. And fight the boss. So this boss is interesting. We got Baxter kind of just hanging out in the background here. And an enemy that is not Leatherhead. Yeah, and this guy has a lot of health too. Yes, so that's why I'm fighting the bosses with Donatello and Raphael only. You'll see after I kill a boss, the stats will increase a little bit. So they get more strength, so you can take down the next bosses a little bit faster. Yeah, so the controls. You have two different stances in this game. You have kind of a walking stance and then a fighting stance. And you have to hold down space or enter, you know, vice versa, to go into your fighting stance. And then from your walking stance, you can climb up ladders, you can throw shurikens, you can crouch as well. Actually, you can crouch in fighting stance too. And in fighting stance, you can block or... Oh my god, I actually got the ladder jump there. That's a very scary screen. Yeah, in fighting stance, you can hold down space, and then you can do a block, or upper block, mid block, and lower block. And you can do the same thing with enter, upper attack, mid attack, low attack. But yeah, your stats will increase based on how many enemies you kill, but these bosses will just instantly increase them. So you see they went up a little bit there. So that enemy in the sewers, he's a very obscure enemy in TMNT. So he's from a paper and pencil RPG called Ninja Turtles and Other Strangeness. His name's Usopp Gerstalk. Kind of looks like Leatherhead, so you can just call him Leatherhead for short. I think he was maybe created before Leatherhead, though. Alright, so Mikey's gonna be the sacrificial lamb in this section. We're gonna do a series of jumps here. These are kind of scary. Alright, and then throw his shurikens out, because a cool thing about shurikens in this game is that if they hit a wall, they bounce off, and then you can switch to another turtle, Or just keep the same turtle if you want to, and just pick them up off the ground. Alright, so I'm going to do a little death warp, because you keep that rope. I'm actually going to switch to Donatello, and I hope he just doesn't die here. This robot is sometimes pretty aggressive, and this jump is kind of jank. Alright. Okay, so Donnie might not survive this. This guy... Okay, I took no damage there. Usually that guy jumps off to the right and take a little bit of damage. But he could die here. Maybe on the boss? Yeah. Okay, yeah, I couldn't quite jump over him. So I'll actually fight this guy with Leo, because Leo can space him a lot better than Raph. So we'll go to the old fighting stance, and then kind of push him off to the corner. Oh, Leo might die. Okay, there we go. So you can just poke his hitbox behind him. This is something Raph can't do. Leo's actually really good for that. Mikey too, but Mikey doesn't do that much damage. And I have no idea why you fight the robot, and the guy controlling the robot is just standing right over there. It's pretty crazy. You can just smack the controller out of his hand, but, you know, it is what it is. Okay, now I'm gonna actually farm some shurikens here. You've already seen how powerful shurikens are. So you give them to a turtle that has a lot of strength. It increases their power tenfold. At least tenfold. So we're just kind of going to enter and exit this mission. I'll actually do 3 times. Actually need a lot of shurikens. And if you do the ladder glitch on this stage, it's actually pretty wacky. So you can glitch into a place where you're not supposed to climb, and then you'll get negative shurikens, but then your character will just go crazy and toss all of them. And then you won't be able to get out of that spot. And it's like all the way at the top of the stage. Alright, 22. That should be enough. Let's just space these guys so that Raph doesn't get smacked with a 2x4, because they actually hurt quite a bit. So a lot of machete guys, a lot of 2x4 guys, and a lot of ladders here. Uh-oh. Oh, there goes Raph. Okay. I'm gonna switch to Mikey here then. So these guys are actually really, really difficult to deal with when they're on the side of the ladder like that. I could die here. Like, totally. I think I'm just gonna deal with this guy. Come on now. Okay, so this is interesting. Okay, there we go. Yeah, if those guys are, like, out of place, they're gonna tear you up on the ladder. And dying on the ladder is probably the worst thing you can do in this game. Because the next turtle will respawn standing on the ladder, so you'll have to, like, jump off. Okay. Leo, I guess you're going in. Yeah, there are a few enemies that are just really dangerous in this game. Oh, okay. Whew. Yeah, the combo machete guy, 2x4 guys. Whew. It's crazy. And then this guy should be really dangerous, but you can cross the screen really quickly. And then you don't even really have to deal with all that gunfire. In fact, you can out DPS him here. There he goes. So, obviously, I'm going to be doing a round of revival here. I'll burn 4 more hours. As soon as I go back here. So, I was holding down the key. If you hold down the key, you just go right back into the world map. Alright. So it's loading. It's actually loading, but it doesn't have a load screen here. Alright. There we go. Oh yeah, the time. I think I was talking about the time earlier, but I didn't fully explain it. So, yeah, that time is ticking down. 48 hours is just total game over. Shredder takes over the city. And that time is ticking down everywhere. There's a training room in this game, and it's ticking down in the training room. It's ticking down on every mission. And of course, it's ticking down when you're resting as well. So yeah, that actually is a little bit of a threat. Alright, that's cool actually. Alright, so let's... Oh, shoot. Alright, fighting stance. Alright. Ladder glitch is actually really helpful here. Let's see. That is not what I wanted to do. I somehow just glitched down through the floor, which killed Raph. Okay, very interesting. There's a 48-hour time limit. Just we're at 33 hours at this point. Oh, actually, I can do it with Donatello. So Mikey might be fighting the boss here. Okay, there we go. Got it. Let's climb right up there. Nothing to see here. And we have a special guest star boss, because this game is based on the comics and somewhat based on the movies. So we get Tatsu. So this is, I believe, the only other Ninja Turtles game that Tatsu actually appears in. Other one being Hyperstone Heist. Actually, Mikey can space him pretty well there. Go Mikey. Mikey gets some action this run. Alright, so we're obviously healing again. And I'm on Mikey, so I'm going to want to switch. Alright, Triceratons 2. Actually, I'll just keep him here. So, the boss fight on this stage is pretty interesting. And you can really only fight him with Mikey or Donatello because of how their attacks hit. Did I get away? I got away. Hopefully he doesn't get hit here. Oh, I got another double jump. Oh, that's a thing too. He got punched. This is Ninja Turtles Manhattan Missions, so this is a DOS exclusive game. So the first two games on DOS were just straight ports from the NES, where this one was totally unique. Alright, so this guy, you want to wait until he hovers just above the ground, and then attack and don't stop, because if you attack him before he does that, it'll knock him into the corner, and then you can't hit him again, and he will just take off into the air and never come down. So yeah, we'll just gently tap him on the shoulder and get rid of him. And actually, we're good. We're good here. So I'm just going to keep going. Not going to take any time to rest. Okay, so foot soldiers. Foot soldiers have very far-reaching weapons. So a lot of the time, you can just line up on their sprites and like walk them backwards. Or forward, just reposition how you want to, because they will constantly try to reposition to hit you. And Donnie might survive. This guy's kind of crazy, but we got it. Maybe I got a double jump? I didn't get a double jump, but I still got a pretty far jump. And we'll just backpack Rat into the corner. Oh, he doesn't want to go into the corner. But I'll align it here so I won't get shot by the gun, and I can still hit him. And yeah, Raph kills bosses a little bit faster. You can see Donnie runs out of speed pretty quickly here. Yeah, I forget where Pack Rat is from. I think he's a comic villain. But yeah, he definitely does look like something from Spy vs. Spy. Okay. So this mission is kind of scary. There's lots of foot soldiers I need to go through here. I'll just do that. Back him off. Oh, he actually got Donnie in the air. Raph might survive? Raph has all the shurikens. I need to get through this screen and the next one. Sword guy is like super crazy though. Alright, got past him. So we'll just toss shurikens at this guy. Never mind the explosive barrel behind him. Never even have to cross the screen. Okay, so jump back into it. I do have Mikey and I have Raph. This stage isn't too hard, but chair guys are absolutely insane. In fact, I'm gonna change to Mikey right away. Tonfa guys sometimes will get you, but chair guys have the most insane hitbox, like probably in any video game. And there's a screen coming up that has like two chair guys here. Oh god. Alright, and then we got the bartender from the Rick Astley video. Get past him. One last Tonfa guy. Okay. So Leo did the thing where he just keeps walking around. Hopefully I can just slip out of the screen. Alright, chair guy was nice. That pizza is a lie. You'll get mowed down before you get to it. And then I don't even know who this guy is supposed to be. He's like a mop boss or something. But he's just sitting down, spitting spitballs at us. So we'll just gently tap him on the shoulder, and he'll be gone soon enough. I just love the way he like slumps over his desk. It's pretty funny. Yeah, it's definitely a pizza of lies. That guy will light you up if you go for that. Alright, we're getting pretty close to the end here. Couple more missions. This is another mission where ladder glitch helps quite a bit. But also it's really scary because we have Sword Guy right here. Sword Guy already took like most of Raph's health here. Alright, just back him to the corner. Ladder glitch. Nothing to see here. Okay. Alright, these next two screens are pretty hard. Sword Guy. He attacks so fast, man. Alright, looks like I might be taking the final mission with Donatello. He has the most strength at this point. Right, this guy, and then there's another sword guy. The screen's actually insane. Like, there are 3 foot soldiers there. And then look, who's this? Never mind, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so instead of smacking him in the knee like we did with Bebop, we're just gonna hit him in the elbow. Keep him from using that rifle. No, put it down. Alright, probably one of the easiest missions coming up. You can soft lock on this if you go the wrong way. So, I guess technically there isn't a wrong way, but there is a screen coming up, actually the next screen, where you can jump onto that corner, and that Triceratod will kick you, and then you'll get stuck in the corner of that roof. here. I'm gonna melt this guy. We're gonna line up. And just like stage 1, just gonna tap this guy and get rid of him. So all up attacks here. And then we're gonna slow down a little bit just because of Donnie's speed. There he goes. Alright, so I'm gonna revive everybody here because there's a 1 pixel jump on Shredder's Tower. So again, this game is based on the comics, some elements from the movie, so the Technodrome doesn't exist here. So we just climb up Shredder's Tower. There is an impossible jump coming up, and then there's a gauntlet. Luckily, you do have shurikens here in the beginning. So there's a nice 8-pack that I'm gonna farm a couple times. Luckily, this doesn't cost too much time. This is Ninja Turtles Manhattan Missions. Yeah, a DOS exclusive. Probably flew under most people's radars, considering that NES was pretty wildly popular at that point. Alright, so I'm actually going to do this a couple more times. And then I'm probably going to switch off to Mikey as the sacrificial lamb one more time. Because you can still soft lock on this stage. And I would actually switch off to the other turtles and give their shurikens to Donnie. But there's no walls on the first 2 stages, so there's nothing to ricochet on. So you can pick them up. So they just go out of the screen, and you can't get them back. Alright, so now we're going to go for real this time. Alright, grab that, switch to Mikey. And here we are, guys, the jump. So this one's not too bad. Oh god. That'll happen too. A lot of the time I'll just walk straight off the edge because you have to. Alright, I got it. You have to get so close to the edge for that jump. And then hopefully this guy doesn't hit me. If that guy hits you, it soft locks the game. It's super precise. Okay, so Shredder's Tower is just a big gauntlet. So farming those shurikens at the beginning just saves a little bit of time. So we just melt these guys. And then we have a special guest on this screen too. So we got Rick James coming through here. Shows up for 3 seconds. And then this guy. And then Shredder has like a random samurai working for him too. But he's not really a problem. And time is going to be coming up pretty soon here. Actually, in just a few seconds. Right on the last hit of Shredder. So you got to be ready for it. There he goes. That's time. And now we get, in my opinion, what is the best ending to a Ninja Turtles game ever. Actually, arrest Shredder. But that's not even the best part. It's this picture. So this is one of those pictures where, like, the more you look at it, the more you start to notice. And there's a lot of weird stuff going on here. Oh, man. That was pretty fun. Yeah, I could actually just like hang out on the screen and look at it forever, but I don't think we have forever in this marathon. So yeah, guys, that was TMNT Manhattan Missions. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And yeah, good luck to the rest of the runners. This is a pretty hype, pretty fun marathon.